Hi, Kendra.
Hey, Debbie, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Hey, Kendra.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
Oh, hanging in there.
Hi, Jamie.
Hello, how are you guys this evening?
Good, Jamie. How are you?
Good.
Doing well.
Good.
Well,
Hey, everyone. Jeff will not be here,
Okay.
so I think we have everyone.
Is everyone's here? Okay. I'd like to call to order the Lawrence County Developmental Disabilities Board meeting, April 13th, 2021 at 6:08.
Mike Gore.
Here.
Tanner Huff.
Here.
Deborah Jones.
Here.
Sarah Marks.
Here.
Lou Piles.
Here.
Brandon Smith.
Here.
Steve Thompson.
Here.
Any changes to the agenda? Julie?
No changes.
Adoption of the agenda then. Are there any public comments, Larry?
No, there's not.
Okay. Everyone read the minutes from March. If there's no changes or if the minutes are good as read, I need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, ladies.
Mr. Gore.
Yes.
Mr. Huff.
Yes.
Ms. Jones.
Yes.
Ms. Marks.
Yes.
Ms. Piles.
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Okay, Finance Committee report.
We did not end up having a finance committee meeting.
Okay.
We do need to schedule one though.
Okay.
Sometime coming up within the next month, I would, or actually the next couple of weeks if we could. We were going to have one, but we decided to wait until after the board meeting.
Okay.
So I will be asking the finance committee to come together to look at some of our budget projections and just give them a closer look.
Okay.
Okay. You want to decide now or?
Well, I thought it would probably be easier to get some time frames now.
Okay.
I'm open anytime. We can meet through Zoom.
No, I'm on film. Bye.
For me, if it's during the week, it needs to be after 5:30 or 6 o'clock, preferably 6 o'clock.
Okay.
We're going to meet on a Sunday like we did that one time. It would need to be after 1:30.
Okay.
I can do a Tuesday, Julie. I work Wednesdays and Thursdays, and those are usually 12-hour days.
Okay.
So,
Anytime on a Tuesday?
yes, pretty much.
And then what about you, Steve?
Well, Sunday afternoon would be good for me. Tuesday's a day of appointments,
Okay. Do you guys want to shoot for
which
a
will be
Sunday?
slacking off, but I mean, I still got some scheduled tonight even.
Right. Okay, so a Sunday afternoon after what'd you say, Deb? After 3 or after 1?
Well, it depends. Sometimes I have to come up to Dyes. I couldn't do it at home because I have to come up to Dyes. And it depends on what Sunday it is, whether I'm here at 1 or 1:30. So ideally, it would probably be better at 2, if that could be arranged.
Would that
And in
work for
fact-
you? Steve and Lou, would that work?
Yes.
Just not this Sunday.
No, it won't be this Sunday. I'm thinking the following Sunday.
Okay.
You want the 25th?
Yeah, to give us some time to get everything together. So we'll play, will that work for you, Amy?
I'll make it work. I'll make it work.
And are we doing Zoom?
I would have to.
Okay.
I mean, if you guys could meet, I guess I could do Zoom.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, it's fine with me just to do Zoom.
Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll do that then, and I'll give Amy and I a date to shoot for, the 25th at 2 via Zoom.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Finance and expenses.
Yes, ma'am. General fund expenses exceeded revenues by $295,841.47. We received 25.09% of budgeted revenues through March. The good news is we received $172,604.25 in waiver match reconciliation for state fiscal year 19 on March 29th. As Rick pointed out, and I'll go ahead and mention it, then I'll mention it again next month. We received yet Monday $461,732.81 for calendar year 17 and 18 cost report settlement. Expenses are currently slightly above projections. I want to go ahead and point out, and I'll do this every month, we paid the ODD $2,483.53 for DC services for the week of February 22nd through February 28th on March 19th, 2021. An average of about $354 a day and some odd cents a day.
Are there any questions?
I have something that I wanted to add.
Okay.
We currently have somebody placed at Gallipolis Developmental Center, and that is a place where someone can receive specialized, not long-term placement, but stabilization services, usually for some kind of mental health crisis or behavioral crisis. They have physicians on staff, psychiatrists, and so forth. For the past several years, they had a program called, it was a 180-day free stay, meaning that if we had to place someone there for services, then as long as they were out, we got them back out into the community within the 180 days, we would not have to pay the percentage of per diem rate that we're currently paying, that they charge. If we didn't get them out, we'd have to go all the way back to day one to pay. At any rate, that program is canceled. So we're back to paying now a per day rate for anyone placed at Gallipolis. So I just want you all to know it is very expensive and we're not getting any funding for it. It's something we have to fund, but it's when there are no other alternatives. When somebody is at risk of losing or has lost a provider, a housing placement, they've been in and out of ERs for psychiatric crises, and there are no other alternatives for us. And so, and historically, when someone has DD and they also have a mental health disorder, it's very typical that we have to pay the cost of the mental health treatment. So I just wanted to let you know we do have a person there. And Amy, we paid the first bill for the month of March, and I just wanted you to make the board aware of how much that is, because I don't want you all to be blindsided if someone's there, 6 or 8 months and you see the total cost, because it's very expensive.
Yes, ma'am. Again, that was for 1 week in the end of February. That was $2,483.53.
And for the month of March, wasn't it 11,000?
Yes, ma'am. I have it pulled up. Just one moment. For March, it's $10,998.49 for a grand total so far of $13,482.
So, around 10 grand a month.
Yep.
Is what we're paying for someone when they're there. So, but I just wanted to make you aware of it and make you aware that, and even GDC, they call it GDC for short, it's operated by the Department of DD. They won't just accept someone just because they're referred there. They have to come out and they have to do their own assessment, and they do something. It's actually called
Technical assistance.
yeah, technical assistance, to try to come up with ways to support the person and keep them in the community. When all that fails and there's nothing else to do, which unfortunately has happened in this case, we just don't have any choice, because otherwise they're just going to end up at the county jail. The hospitals won't keep them, and they're sometimes impacted to the point that they may harm themselves or others. So I just wanted to let you know that is a responsibility that we have, and that we currently have someone placed there, and we no longer have the benefit of the 180-day free stay. So I just wanted to make you aware.
How long is a typical stay?
That's usually around 6 months, would you say, Jamie?
Yeah.
For stabilization?
Okay.
Yes, typically at least 6 months.
Yeah, because they have to, a lot of times it's a total medication overhaul. And then that takes time to, change the medications, because and start a new regimen. A lot of times, when we have to take people to the emergency room, they're just given some kind of medication to address the emergency at the time. It's not a comprehensive medication overhaul, and sometimes that's what we're left with. So I just wanted to make you aware.
Is that in the ORC that they go to the county jail if all else fails?
No, but that's what we have experienced. If somebody is having a psychiatric episode and they're, damaging property, and they get kicked out of where they're living, and their provider gives us notice they can't can't serve them, which a provider can do. Now, they're supposed to give us a 30-day notice. But if someone is, in a psychiatric crisis, that's usually, that it's either the hospital emergency room, which we do exhaust. We do our best to exhaust that. But we've also had people that end up in jail because there's nowhere else for them to go.
They're not trained or equipped for that.
No, they're not. So that's why, And again, like I said, when Bellefonte closed, their psychiatric ward closed, there's just very few places for people to go. And I mean, I don't know how familiar some of you are with some of these severe psychiatric problems, but it can get really dangerous.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, I know, I'm just saying it can
Yeah.
get, and we do everything we can, but sometimes it's just above what we can handle. And they have to go in and get total, total change of medications and, blood work, lab works, and, all of that. And that's the only place that we have that will give that level of service. So,
Okay. Are there any other questions or comments? I need a motion to approve the March financial reports.
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Mr. Gore,
Yes.
Mr. Huff,
Yes.
Ms. Jones,
Yes.
Ms. Marks,
Yes.
Ms. Piles,
You're muted, Lou.
is she waving her hand or anything?
I can't see her.
Just her name.
She
Lou?
muted her.
Lou. I'll go
Hear
on and
me
come
now?
back.
Do
Mr.
you
Smith?
hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes. Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Okay. Superintendent report.
I submitted a written report, but I did want to share just some highlights. We are working towards accreditation review that will take place the end of June, and Jamie Garnes is our contact person for that. So we are preparing for that. That's hopefully we'll be awarded another 3-year accreditation. And we are also working on the annual report that will be due. So I'm going to try to get that out by the end of next month. I hope to have a draft for the board to approve at the May meeting and get that out. And our focus newsletter is starting up again. So you should be receiving that. Tim sent me a draft today to approve. So that's starting up again. And I am starting to venture out and back. I visited PCS for the first time since the pandemic hit in person. So that was very good. And I'm going to be visiting some of our other providers. And, we've got pals that moved in to the bus garage for right now. So they're providing a very valuable service that we didn't have here in the county before. So they're getting established. So we've been very busy with all of that. So.
Okay. Old business. Is there any old business? Julie?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, there's no old business. And Debbie, I did want to ask if we could move the executive session to, I should have had this put at the bottom because that way everyone else can leave.
Okay.
If
So
you wouldn't mind.
we'll do B, C, and D.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Under new business, superintendent spending approval amount.
Yes, this is something we just didn't think to do. I know we did it the first year I was here, that the board determines what I'm able to authorize as far as spending, and it's always been $5,000 for one purchase. And I just wanted to make sure that we had something on record that remains the spending amount that I'm authorized to approve.
Okay, and that's what you want. I mean, that's 5,000 is still fine with you. Okay,
Yes.
I need a motion, giving approval for Julie to, do expenditures up to the amount of $5,000.
I'll make the motion, Debbie.
And is there a second?
I'll second.
Way to go, Sarah.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Gore,
Yes.
Mr. Huff,
Yes.
Miss Jones,
Yes.
Miss Marks,
Yes.
Miss Pause,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Okay, and the ODS 2020-2021 calendar revision.
We need to make another revision. Kendra, do you want to explain that? I know you don't, but
No, not really. I'm so sick of this calendar this year, it's not even funny. Okay, so we did do a few changes. We realized that with some of the districts like had Good Friday off and they weren't transporting kids. That was part of their spring break. Anyway, there's been several days that it looked like that was going to happen. And it was just really hard for us to kind of figure that out. We were also going to have to make up some hours. So I was going to, the first revision you did, we were going to have the last day be June 2nd. We switched that. And so if you look at the next to the last highlighted item on Monday, April 12th through Monday, May 17th, what the teachers are doing is they're sending home activities that will be assignments that are going to account for like 30 minutes. So we're going to make up our 2 days through those activities instead of trying to make sure that all the buses and all the districts would be able to transport our kids after the Memorial Day holiday. I know there's a couple of districts that they absolutely do not pay their drivers to work after that Memorial Day. So it was just going to be a really big headache. So therefore, this is kind of the approach that I came up with. Make sure that we have our hours in. No one has to come back after the 28th.
it's been really difficult this year. I mean, I hate to blame everything on COVID, but
All
you know,
COVID.
I mean, it just is. I mean, there's just no other way to say it. And, you know, we hate to have this many changes, but we've had to be fluid, especially with the districts providing transportation now. So we're asking if you approve it.
I need a motion to approve the 2020-2021 ODS calendar revision as presented.
I'll make the motion.
Steve, go ahead. I'll second.
Okay.
Mr. Gore,
Yes.
Mr. Huff,
Yes.
Miss Jones,
Yes.
Miss Marks,
Yes.
Miss Piles,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Okay. Kendra, the next one.
You have already approved one in, I believe, February for the 2021, 2022 But I went back and I revised this one so we wouldn't have the same problem we had this time. I got all 7 school district calendars. If they were going to be off a certain day or 3 or 4 districts were going to be off, I made that one of our in-service days so that staff is coming, but students are not. It still gives them plenty of hours, more than enough hours. Also gives us time if we do have snow days that we miss a few days, we're still meeting our hours. And it complies with, believe it or not, all 7 school districts.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
At least I hope it does, unless they make a change and then I'm out.
Okay, I need a motion to approve the 2022 ODS calendar revision as presented.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Thank you all. And I do apologize for all the changes. I've never made that many changes in a school year in my life.
Mr. Gore,
Yes.
Mr. Huff,
Yes.
Miss Jones,
Yes.
Miss Marks,
Yes.
Miss Piles,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Okay. Announcements, graduation is May 4th at 6 p.m.
Yes, who is going to be there to help pass out diplomas?
I will be.
Okay.
I would love to be, but that's on a Tuesday, and that's my night with Diane. And she's not allowed to put any weight on her foot until after she sees the doctor on May 5th.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I can't get her in the car by myself. We've even had transport to take her to King's Daughters because she just does not understand when we're trying to put her in the car that she's not supposed to grab hold of the car. And then, we're just so afraid that she's not going to heal right if she puts weight on her foot. But I would love to be there.
Well, everyone is welcome. And if you change your mind between now and then, just let me know so I can make sure we have a spot. I will have plenty of room. I just need to plan it out so that the seats are so far apart.
So Lou's going to go. Is there anyone else?
I'll
Where's
be there.
it Where's it gonna be at?
It'll be an open door school gym in the gym.
Okay. Okay, so at the same building I got sworn in at?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I might be able to attend, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay, all you need to do is let me know. That will be wonderful, Tanner.
Okay.
Okay, the next board meeting will be May 11th at 6 p.m. on Zoom. Is there any trainings in our future, Julie?
We'll go a couple months without one. I don't think we have another one until I'm thinking it's in August.
Okay.
Okay.
Are there any other comments right now?
I'm not
No,
sure if
I'm
I'm going to
gonna-
be able to make that one. On the
Okay.
11th.
The May meeting?
Yeah, because I've got to be up in Logan, Ohio for a banquet, and I'm not sure what time it'll end. And that's about 3 hours or so away. So
Okay.
It's no excuse, Mike.
I guess I could take my computer with me.
Get on the meeting during the banquet.
Same here. I'm not sure if I think I made this appointment for my son in Cincinnati unknowingly. It was kind of first come, first serve in the evening. So I think it's 4 p.m. So I may be out as well.
Okay, as long as we have 4 members, we should be good.
May 11th.
Yes.
Okay.
I should be free that day for sure, but I'm checking real quick just to make sure. Yeah, right now I should be free, but if anything changes, I'll let you know, Julie.
Okay. I need a motion to go into executive session following the ORC 121.22 G4 union negotiations, collective bargaining to prepare for union negotiations.
Make the motion, Debbie.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
And I have it at 6:38.
Mr. Gore,
Yes.
Mr. Huff,
Yes.
Ms. Jones,
Yes.
Ms. Marks,
Yes.
Miss Piles, sorry,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
All right, everyone else except Amy is dismissed. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Jamie.
See you later.
Hey,
Julie, I'm going to create the breakout room
Okay,
and throw everybody in it. I don't see anybody from,
David Kessler will be
David's.
joining. He's on his
Yeah.
way.
Okay, well, I'll throw him in there as soon as he comes in. There he
Okay.
is.
Okay,
So I'll get him in this meeting first and then we'll throw out the breakout room.
okay.
It's easier that way.
Hi, David.
Hello.
Hey, we just went into executive session and now we're going to go to a breakout room. So it's kind of like Star Trek. You will be beamed over.
Okay, that sounds great. I like Star
Okay.
Trek.
Hello. Well, you're gonna have, you'll have to join the meeting again and then I'll throw you back in there. You want to stay on the phone till you get in? I don't, I don't see you anywhere. Well, you're gonna have, you'll have to join. I don't know what it looks like when you go into that breakout room because I don't go into it. It still says you're joining. You're not actually in, you're not back online yet.
Hey, Deb.
Okay.
Are you in yet?
It says the host is inviting you to join break room. So I just hit join.
Yes. You're not joined yet. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, there's Tanner.
There is Tanner. Hey, Tanner.
Yes, he
Hey.
did great.
Made it.
You got a new person on there. They're called executive session.
Yeah.
Yes.
Star Trek worked. It's a deal.
Yes, it did. Except, where's Debbie?
Oh, wait a minute.
You had her cancel out that one, so
She's with Mr. Zulu.
Yeah.
Oh, golly.
you got to reinvite her probably.
We lost Debbie.
She's coming back.
Larry found her.
When do you think that we'll start meeting in person?
Well, we need, I'm open to that at any time. We can meet over in the school cafeteria and have plenty of room to distance. If you would want to, so I'm open to that at any time. I don't know how the rest of you feel about that. How do you?
I can meet at the school. It's fine. Really
important from a vaccination standpoint, I guess, to be sure that people are vaccinated or there is plenty of distance between everybody.
Yeah, we do. We would have room to social distance. And I know I've been vaccinated.
I have. I've had both shots.
Me too.
Maybe see how the next couple months go with any surges or anything that we may experience after spring break. And
that's what I'm gonna relook at everything. I was thinking like June to really relook at everything. So maybe next month we'll just plan on doing Zoom again.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Got my vaccine back in January. I joke that mine's gonna wear off before everybody else gets theirs.
Mine
You're
will
gonna
too.
need a booster, Brandon.
Hey, I did see on CNBC yesterday that they're looking at I think it was Emory University was looking at like a third injection. I was like, sign me up, let's go.
I had mine in December.
Oh, wow.
My first one, because I was volunteering for the health department.
Oh, wow.
Was that for you to get that practice shot, Julie, or to help them?
Yeah. Well, I was helping them some, and they gave me a shot since I was down there. So
well, that's good.
So mine will be worn off too, Brandon.
Are they looking at the boosters because of the new strain, the new variant?
Yes.
Yeah.
Julie,
Debbie's, yeah.
she's calling you. She can't,
Hello?
it won't let her connect again.
Hey. Yeah, Debbie's going to do it over my phone. We're ready, Debbie. We're going to do the next meeting by Zoom, and we're ready to come out of executive session. So we just need.
I need a motion to come out of executive session.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Who made the motion?
Mike.
Okay, Mike made.
Okay.
7:28.
And is Lisa with us?
No, I'm recording it.
Okay.
Mike made the motion. And who seconded? I'm sorry.
Lou.
Lou. Okay.
And the time was
7:28.
Okay.
Mr. Gore.
Yes.
Mr. Huff.
Yes.
Ms. Jones.
Yes.
Mrs. Marks.
Yes.
Mrs. Piles.
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
He had to leave. Did you get a text from him?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Main by Mike. Okay.
Okay.
So
and is there a motion to adjourn? Our next meeting is May 11th at 6 p.m. by Zoom. Is there
I'll
a
make
motion to adjourn?
I'll make it.
And I'll second it.
Okay.
Yay.
All
We're
right.
done.
Okay.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Thanks for
Thank
hanging
you.
in there.
See ya.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye.